Good morning, garden friends and family. It's Judy from A Girl in the Garden, and I know it has been a long time since I have been in the kitchen, but today I'm going to bring you along. We got a lot going on. We're making oatmeal cookies right now, and then we're going to be building a fence around our garden, and we're going to be planting a few more things. So here we go. Alrighty, so we have the cookie dough done. We have let it rest. We have let it chilled. So now they're gonna go into the oven. My oven runs a little hot. So even though it's on 350, we are gonna be baking these, and the recipe says for 9 to 11 minutes. We're probably gonna start them out at 8 and go from there, just to see how they react to that, and then we can always add more time. But just from knowing how my oven works, this is what we're going to start with. So this is what we have. We have our oatmeal cookies going into the oven, and yeah, I'll let you know how many we end up with. All right, so we set the timer for 8 minutes. Oh, yes. See, look. Oh my gosh, delicious. All right, the next thing that's gonna go in here. So that was perfect. 8 minutes. Actually, a little under. There's the timer. Set the timer again. Here we go. So I just found this recipe. It's on the internet. I found it on allrecipes.com. That's where I find a lot of my recipes at. So I'll link it below. But look how good those look. Yum. Oh, that one's kind of big. We'll let them rest, and then we'll let them cool. Oh my gosh. Look at that. So soft. Yum. Okay. So we're taking out the second tray, and I did it for 8 minutes. I don't know if you can see that. They're a little bit browner than what I like. So I'm going to put the third tray I just put in. I set the timer for 7 minutes. Because see, look how brown that is. I think they'll be fine, but I don't want them to be so hard they can't be bit into. Look at that. Oh, delicious. Yum. Whew, that one's hot. All right, so last batch just came out of the oven. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. I got 4 dozen cookies. So that is a good thing. I'm gonna let some of this rest, and then I'm gonna package it up. And then we're gonna go outside, and we're gonna build a fence. So I can't wait for that. My garden desperately needs a fence around it for the rabbits. So here we go. On to the next project. Hello, garden friends and family. It is me. I'm back. It's towards the end of the day. It's been kind of a crazy day. We've been out in the garden for a good portion of the day, and then I went and saw a movie with my kid and one of my kids and his friend, and now I'm back out here in the garden again. But I wanted to give you guys a garden tour, actually, because I haven't done one since the very beginning. So here we go. So the first thing is I have a fence, a 3-foot fence going all the way around. I have T-posts, and then I have these garden rods going in. So, and it's around 2 sides of my garden, and then I have, obviously this is my west side, and that's my south side fence. And they're actually fenced in. But let's take a tour over here. Up against the fence line, I have weeds that I need to get rid of, and then I have marigolds all around the fence line, all the way across. You can see that. But let's just start right here at the entrance. So we have one squash, a yellow squash, and then in this row we have a variety of tomatoes, another variety of tomatoes, and more tomatoes. Now there's several different kinds. I have mortgage lifters, I have pink zebra, I have one row of just Romas, I have San Marzanos in here, I have a lot of different varieties. So I have all of those. Most of them are caged. The ones that aren't caged are small, and I'm just going to do it into this trellising that we actually put up today. So I'm going to put it into like the Florida weave method. So another row, my 4th row of tomatoes. I do have an open spot because the wonderful little bunnies got into it, so I do have replacements for those. These were my eggplant, and the bunnies got over half of them because I put them every 8 inches, and you can tell that they are no longer every 8 inches. So that's really disappointing, but I do have more in the garden. So, but here's what I have now. These are peppers. These 2 rows are peppers. And then I have peppers with a splash of a marigold and a basil in there, right there. And then I have more peppers, and then I have basil, and for half of this, and then starting right here, I have more eggplant. For whatever reason, they haven't really touched these, but they really loved the other ones. More eggplant and more peppers, and then more peppers here. So, and then I have zinnias, marigolds, more peppers, strawberries in the green, strawberries in the big, this first one, black fabric. And then I have my cherry tomatoes, and then I have strawberries here, but they didn't take. So I'm gonna companion plant with like some lettuce and different things, because they were June bearing. June's almost over, so I might as well move on to something else. These are my potatoes, one of my potatoes. These are my peas, and they're almost done. And then I have peppers and tomatoes and green beans in this one, and then I have green beans and peppers. So now we're at the other side of the fence, and I have squash, patty pan, yellow squash, and then I have, in the far back, I have cucumber, cucumbers. Yes, it's a lot of cucumbers. I don't have everything caged yet, but tomorrow it will. And then in this green pot, I have strawberries. And then over here, I have my hot mess of supplies that I need to get in the garage. Over here on this side of the garden, or the yard, I have my potatoes. Another thing of potatoes. These are all fingerlings, red and white. And then I have 20 hot peppers over here. So some are doing well, some are kind of stunted. Oh, and I have basil over here too, just to kind of help it out. these are my onions. I have 150 onions in here. And then these are flowers. Now, they're not doing very well, so I am gonna add to this because I just feel like we need to hurry up and get some color. So that's all I'm gonna show you tonight. I'm not gonna show you the south side up against the house, and I'm not gonna show you up against the north side because I just really need to get the weeding done, and I'm in the process of planting some more flowers and some more vegetables. So hopefully tomorrow or Monday I will have that. But I just want to give you a heads up and show you what we've been up to. Look how gorgeous this is. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Anyway, huge shout out to some really good friends of mine. They knew I was struggling with getting things done in the garden, and they donated their time this morning to come and help me and get this done with everything else going on. And both of our lives, or all three of our lives, they took the time and they really helped me out, and for that I'm forever grateful. So with that being said, I want to just wish you guys a happy evening. Be safe, and thank you for coming along and enjoying my garden with me.